sound. Remember? In our meditation class, we practice that. So, if we finish and very mindful of the body, the next is emotion. After the emotions or the feelings, the next is mind, the thoughts. That's why when we are meditating, people who are really in the stages of meditation, you cannot just go on vipassana all of a sudden. When you are so engrossed with the body, and you're so emotional and this love of passion. Watch about passion. That is already a troublemaker. When someone who is passionate, they could kill if you take their passion away. That's why we have trouble at work. When someone said, I'm passionate in this department, and then you move them to a different job, they're going to go crazy. Again, because we are so dualistic, our practice of dualism is very strong. We don't know how to just be okay, whether left or right. It is just a matter of sound, views, how you're seeing things, how you feel things. You see? So after the thought, when you are mindful, you can follow the thought, or maybe at some point there will be no more thoughts. Okay? And next, the last one, which is more subtle, is our consciousness, which is very subtle, meaning this is when, almost to the point that the subtlety of the consciousness is like almost it's so refined that you don't even know whether you're dreaming or not.
I'd like to ask you something about thoughts, which I see that is different from body and emotion. Like we can train ourselves, we know the symptoms before about our body. This is, I want to eat this, and then you can do something about that. Or emotion, I'm angry now, I can do something. But thought just appear. It's not something that I can prevent. Like, oh my goodness,
beautiful.
This thought. Where does it come from?
Good question. Because it comes from nothing. Thoughts arises. They come and go.
It's true, but why this particular thought?
Karma.
Yeah.
It is like the wind that just brushes through, okay? It does not have, it's our illusion, by the way.
And it's from the past, isn't it? Some people naturally have some good thoughts, some people naturally have all the bad thoughts.
Yeah. So the beginning of a thought and the end of the thought, it's technically endless. It's infinite.
But some people have got good thoughts more than bad thoughts.
But again, their definitions may be different.
That's why I said it depends on my view as looking at whether is it a good thought or a bad thought. But
even without analyzing, like sometimes you say, oh my goodness, how can I have such a thought? And then you analyze, you say, oh
yes, it's karma. It's like sometimes, you're like right here, you're just ate lunch, and then all of a sudden you have a thought of being hungry. You said, I just ate lunch. It doesn't make sense. All of a sudden your craving comes up. All of a sudden you feel lost. Like where did that come from?
So does that require purification?
Yes. It's actually, it is karma. These are the karmic, arising, coming in and out. And sometimes if you follow them, then you build more into it.
So is it like a window to our past?
Well, many things. It's basically, it's not constructively connected to anything. It is basically just like a wobble of things. But because you are now mindful, you may see them more. Okay? So what you do, you make sure you have a single pointed attention into what you are doing. You know what I mean? You consciously know what you are doing, then there will be no thoughts at all. If you're idling, many things arises in the mind, because the mind, is so vast. Okay, is so vast.
Is it like a judgmental thoughts?
Anything, any form, fabrication, projection, ideas, even vision that are projected.
Surely what it means is a kind of thought that just appear without even before you can analyze it as good or bad. It just
So
appear.
it appears. It does not have any origin. It does not have any origin, and it does not have any, you don't even know when it ended. Okay? It all of a sudden it's gone. Like, where did that go? It's because, thoughts are illusions. So do not embrace them. You see? So what you do when a thought arises, okay, you don't go emotionally attached to that thought. You say, that thought is just an illusion. I'm going back to what I am doing right now. That's it. Without any qualms.
Like a passing thought.
Yeah.
I wanted to change my car, just a passing thought. But
Yeah,
I don't action it.
He said, I want to buy another car.
I want to buy another Mercedes.
Yeah,
It would be nice to have another Mercedes.
correct.
Just a passing thought.
Yeah, and then you say,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
maybe another Mercedes
Mercedes
would
would be
come on next
nice, yeah,
Tuesday.
yeah.
Right, absolutely. So, but that is not true, right? I mean, because it just came up, all right? But look, other people, thoughts comes and they view it like, wow, this may be a sign, that this is true. And so what happens? You materialize that, right? You're going to go do it because you think it's a sign of God or sign of, being like, this is Buddha telling me that it's time for me to get a Mercedes. Well, look at that. You immediately question that by analysis. Is that wisdom?
Yes, I enjoy life.
So
I'm
this,
just joking.
but again, because it's a thought, it's not really wisdom and it's not based from logic. Okay? Though your wishes and hope is actually not based from wisdom. It is based from your attachment and your desire. Any of your bases are from 5 poisons is not wisdom. So you ask yourself, where is this based from? Of you wanting something. You're hoping something. Then you say, all right, let that pass away. For the meantime, I drive my Toyota. I love my Toyota. That is more real, and that is more wisdom. Because guess what? You are not entangled on another chain of karma, of unnecessary chains of suffering. Like that. You just do it like that. The logic, you base it from that. Where is this coming from? If it's based from the 5 poison, desire, pride, attachment, anger, and jealousy, it is not based from wisdom. So drop it, you said. See? Like that. Now, if you reason like that all the time, you become wisdom-oriented regardless. Then, less trouble. Yeah? If you are less trouble, what happens? You are lighter. As they say, the more attachment you have, the weight you bear is heavier. Because you have so many things to juggle. Yeah. Not about simplicity, you know. Simplicity, what you like about simplicity is what? Less attached. You know. Yeah. Okay?
Like for me, every time I buy something, the first thing I ask myself, do I really need and think about the environment? It's our greed that lead to whatever environment is. I mean, why is all this like fashion year after year? You know, this is a good piece of glass, I throw away because something is based on our greed. And look at our environment. No, I'm not gonna wear this until it.
Right.
And then the day I die, you know, it won't just me.
But it's
one
nice
person.
to have a new one, you know.
You know, like me, just one person. I know how small I am, but even that little bit of contribution matters.
Yeah.
You know, I always think about in terms
Precisely.
of environment, we are spoiling it because of our
Right.
wanting, want this. You know.
Yeah, that's why we have more, you know. That's why we have manufacturing. We have
Changing things.
because of all this. Remember, because this is samsara, okay. But you don't also want to be upset with that because it is what it is. You know, when you see all these things, you know, you go to the mall. I like going to the mall. It's not because I'm gonna buy. Of course not, you know. I have nothing to buy. But I love watching people and say, wow, they're so happy. And so I said, may all these things make them happy. Okay. Even people don't buy, they just want to see it. Oh, their eyes are so happy. Okay? But be happy with them, for them. Okay?
I'm not stressed.
Don't be upset on everybody, you know, and just because they are materialistic. We know that they are, because they don't, you know, understand that. But, you know, when someone's like enjoying their lipstick, you know, like, whoa, you say, what would you like, this and that? Oh, I think that you contribute, okay? Because you know what? It's a joy for them. Because when they're happy, you are happy. They are probably, you know, your insurance agent. Imagine when they're upset, they will increase all your insurance and... Yeah, so that lipstick is very useful. Like that. Okay? See, these are all based from what? From wisdom. It has nothing to do because we are so, this is the right view. No. You know? It is because you understand the four fundamentals. People are, of course, doing their own best. But believe me, they're also struggle. And because they don't know why they struggle, we pray that they, in someday, they would, you know, see that. But we cannot solve the rest of the world. Okay? Yeah, you just do the best you can, and anyone you face, you touch, anyone, come face to face, it is because you're karmically related. Then you're responsible for that. Okay? Yeah. Did you know that anyone you lay on your eyes on, even if you're going to the mall and you see each other eye to eye, you have been with that person a many lifetime ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Especially when they touch you, you know. Like, yeah, so there's no accident. So that's why you have to, you know, when sometimes you pray that may this body, may this look, may my smile benefit someone. So anyone who touches you, this is a prayer, anyone who sees and touches and feel and, you know, may they be the reason why they will become enlightened at some point. Beautiful. This is a Mahayana practice. So even your words, your sound, you know, can enlighten someone. So if you go to work like that, okay? You put on your clothes and you choose the best clothes. Or maybe you said, anyone who sees this clothes, you know, may they, you know, anyone that includes a bird or an insect that touches your clothes, bear that seed. How much more the one that listens to your voice? Yeah. Even if they cannot see you, and even your shadow, you know, may anyone who sees my shadow or goes under my shadow, all right, may I be of benefit. So your day is no longer an ordinary day. You are like a superhero that is called a bodhisattva. This is bodhisattva's activity. As you develop loving kindness, this is it. You're born to be this capacity. And it's quite powerful. You understand? Yeah.
And I don't get angry with people who like to buy things, but I just thought that it's a shame that if people had the awareness that what they're doing to the environment.
I know. But you know what? If you think about it too, that is the logic of this samsara. That's why even exercise of the mind is so difficult to do. It's easier for us. They say, anyone who would like to do relaxation, what do? They go shopping.
Yes,
How can that be so relaxing?
It has been proven that is the case. It somehow stimulates happiness.
Yes, it's because of that eagerness of desire and wanting, and it just pacifies, you know. But the truth is, it's okay to buy if you have money. You know? But it's difficult when you don't have money. That's why we get desperate, because like, I don't have enough money to buy that. And then you're stressing already. No?
Christmas time.
I know. Absolutely. Yeah. So is this good, or what you know? We're sharing many things here, and I think we're learning, okay?
I think like last week lesson after one, I think we bring out and share, because this sort of thing needs a lot of practice and real life experiences, and it's good that we share.
Yeah. So next week, maybe we practice again that verse 1, continue. Do you know this, right? So every time you meet someone, you know that they are precious because they are the cause of your happiness. Sometimes not directly, okay? But you know, for example, you know, you work in a shop. Somebody comes. This is going to be your customer, right? Without this customer, your business will not grow, right? Like that. Anyone, even the tofu guy that comes, you know, like, oh, you see, here, let me just explain. When you see someone beyond who this person is, you don't see them anymore by face. You see them by their function of an amazing being. And this is what they call, when you see appearance, you do not see emptiness. But when you see emptiness, you don't see the appearance. This is practice of emptiness. Understand? Oh, it's so profound. My brain's gonna pop right now. Pop. Okay, finish.
So
See,
radical.
you see
someone,
you see appearance.
No appearance.
you see
Okay.
See emptiness.
emptiness. I don't see
If
that.
you see appearance,
You don't see
emptiness. When you see and analyze emptiness, you know,
Then you will.
when you see, then there will be no appearance. And I see the tofu guy as a tofu man. I don't see him as he appears. Because I see what? His essence. He brings our tofu here. Okay? He drives all the way and carry all that in a very nice package. And it comes all the way down, you know. I mean, all of this. So if you see someone like that, I tell you what, that you are no longer conditioned. You are not conditioned to feel, to see, you know. It's because you know his essence, his function as very important person in this temple. And he doesn't even know that he is, you know, because of how much contribution this man is giving us. You see? So if you see anyone like that, including your enemy, you don't even see, you know, you see what I'm saying? You don't see them anymore as, oh, he has this face, a big nose, like, that is irrelevant. How beautiful, how ugly, you don't see that anymore. You see? Including the ones you work in the hospital, when you see a patient bleeding, you know, you don't see this as bleeding person, or that it is being someone who needs help. Okay? Regardless of who, what, and how she ended up in front of you, is your opportunity to serve him or her. That's it. So tell me, your life is so meaningful. You probably at some point don't even want to sleep anymore. Because you say, I'm going to go help again.
Isn't it a bit difficult if that dying person is Hitler? And you can say,
Even Hitler. Because otherwise, you know, without Hitler, you see the positive side of Hitler. Then we never knew that, my goodness, one person can damage everyone with this kind of mind. So it's wonderful.
sorry, I didn't get that.
Yeah, me too. I don't understand.
They give an extreme example like Hitler.
You see this group here?
What about it?
What about us?
Yes.
Is it this group here?
Yes.
Okay. You multiply this about 5 times. Okay.
6, 8, 9.
That doesn't mean that one person, okay, you say, oh, I only will present Dharma talk to many people, you know. Even one person comes to the Dharma teaching, if that could have been Hitler, you know, then many things could have been saved. So what means is this? One person's ability of that kind of mind and view. Did you know that the Hitler's view, okay, is profound teaching for all of us, you know, because of his view. You know his view, right? It's not because it's right or wrong. On his own mind, he thinks that was correct. So the right view and the wrong view is very important. What is your view? It teaches us that somebody thinks like this and we all agree. Helen is lost.
I don't think those working under Hitler agreed with him, but they had to carry out his order for fear of their life.
Well, that's exactly, but it doesn't matter. I'm talking about Hitler here. Why? Because he has a view. Okay? Where did he get his view? Definitely from a very, very narrow view. That to eradicate and to only, because that's what he thinks, you know. If you think about him, you know, I'm not saying that I agree with his view, but he exists as it is, on that view. And others followed it, you know.
I think what her question was, if I'm not mistaken, is how could you love a person like that?
Not love,
Nobody
like if he's
loves
dying
him,
right
yeah.
there.
But what,
Whether to
but
save his life or not.
I know, but
Yes, you say.
Whether
because
to
he's
save his
alive.
life or not.
But it doesn't matter. It's finished, right? But the point here is because of a view.
View.
So what I'm saying about the view from the very beginning in this class is what? When your view that the only healthy people is thin people, okay? Then what do you think of the other that is not thin? They're lesser? This is again a view that's something that we need to clarify. The view is very important. That's why we have war. You know? Because we think this is the right thing and the rest we need to eradicate.
So how do we help people with that view?
Exactly.
How?
Yeah, that was
How
coming back
is
to
you basically teach or show the real nature of compassion and kindness regardless of what
they
they are or what things are. You see?
So we act kindly towards people like that.
Of course.
Even like if it's a prostitute.
But how do you know? How did you know that actually
There's
Hitler
nothing
was, you know?
wrong.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind to everybody.
Yeah.
We have
Yes.
to be we have to be respectful.
of course,
Yes.
of course.
But that man is Hitler.
But in that process, it might
But he was
change.
respected, you see? You're gonna have to understand that all our reactions now is after the fact.
Yeah.
This is all evolution, you know, of many doings. Of, yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is that actually I've got the same problem with you. Like you said, I want you to help.
Help that person.
Because I always wanted to help.
Yeah. I understand.
But
So I remember one thing about the Buddha. You said that story before that he had to kill that person in order to save the life
Yeah.
of a shipment of
Yeah, yeah,
people.
yeah.
Four
Or something
400.
like that story.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. He
99.
actually had to kill for the sake of
Saving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. If the Hitler is there, I don't want to save him. He died, then I have to save a lot of lives.
Yeah.
Like the
Well,
Jews.
Yes. But again, you know, we are reacting again from the past. The past is already done, okay? It's because it caused of something, of course, right? But if you know something is bad and it would harm someone,
Exactly.
you know, but making sure he's really gonna harm. Because again,
Yeah.
it depends on your projection.
Exactly.
Because we are so suspicious, like, oh, that man is coming through the door. He's gonna steal.
Right.
But the truth is, it's probably not. So you have to be wisdom-oriented.
Like the
To,
Buddha
yeah,
who saw the future.
yeah. But you don't really need to see the future, you know.
We can't.
Yeah.
We can't.
Yeah.
I know, but what I'm saying is, if you know someone has harmed many beings, okay, you're gonna have to, really, in order for us to eradicate, you know, to stop things that are already what he has caused, we have to contain him,
Exactly.
okay? And that's how we should, but not to hate him,
Right.
because that's different.
Yeah.
When you hate someone, is because you, again, your own projection again.
Yes. Yep.
The truth is, when we see someone who is harming, we're gonna have to have the ability to see why he is harming. So we need first is to remove him and contain him, but not hate,
True.
okay? To the point that we kill him. If in the process he died, okay. But that also could be the process that you died.